everyone. How are you? Scott, good to see you. Oh my God. Hello. Yes, hello. Yes. Hello. Good to see you too. I'm blessed. Thank you. Come on in here. Sit down. How long do you think this will take? Where's Uncle Jessup? Hey, baby. I love you. I do. You have my whole heart. Let's get this show on the road.
15 minutes later.
Excuse me, what did he say? I'm not sure I understood. Did he say 2 years? Did he say 2 years? Oh my God. Can't do 2 years? I don't care that it's 2 years, 1 year suspended. I can't go to jail. Where's Uncle Jessup? Where's my man? Baby, I love you. You'll be okay. God's got you. God's got you. I thought you said that the video would never surface. My God, this is terrible. And the scene. Y'all, you gotta laugh to keep from crying, child. I sure do hate the news that just dropped down. I'm sure you're here because you saw it too. That Karen Huger, the grande dame of Potomac, will be going to jail for 2 years. Actually, only 1 year. She was sentenced to 2 years. And you guys, if you forget, this was because she was caught driving under the influence for a 4th time, denying it the whole way, that she wasn't drunk, that she was going to be exonerated, that people were going to see that it was not as bad as they made it out to be, and that she was going to be walking this earth freely very, very soon without the worry of this little case floating over her head, child. It didn't play out like that. The police department released a video of her when she was arrested. She was very, very, very drunk, to the point where she could barely talk. She could barely walk. You know, you have to be and if you already are a drinker, then you usually have a higher tolerance for alcohol. So for her to have been in that state, she's had a lot to drink, even though she told the officers at the time that she had only had a couple of beers. But you could look at Karen and tell that she had had a couple of beers plus a whole bunch of other stuff too. I just told you guys in the top of the blogs that she went to rehab for 28 days and she completed the program there, and she was hoping that that was going to help her keep her out of jail, because this time she's showing that she's serious, that she's taking matters in her own hand, that she is being proactive. At least this was her version of being proactive. I mean, the real version of proactivity would be not to drink and drive at all, especially since she's been there and done that already. You already know that these people probably ain't gonna have too much more patience for you and what you do. And so after she got out of rehab, you know, she was hoping that that was going to help. You know, she did explain in her reasoning for rehabilitation that she also is dealing with a maybe an addiction to not painkillers, to antidepressants, as she is still trying to work through some things in her life. You know, what happened to her when she was in college, the sexual assault, her mother passing, which you know, I mean, I understand it is difficult to get past your parents passing. I don't know if you can put those kind of things, if those can be an excuse for what you're doing. I mean, you are a grown woman. You know exactly what you should and shouldn't be doing. While I do have sympathy for people who are still having a hard time, you know, getting over the grief of their parents, you know, we still can't let that be like, oh, okay, well, that's the reason why she was doing that, you know. What do we say about when she was doing it 2006 through 2011 when both of her parents were alive? This bitch is hot. Oh, it's hot. So now here in 2025, Karen was taken immediately into jail. And from what I understand, she has 30 days to appeal the judgment and the sentencing. Charlotte, ain't really nothing you could say. I know that them girls on Potomac probably been thrown for a loop though, because thus far everybody, you know, nobody's really done anything. But the court cases that have come out of Potomac, they've all just pretty much been thrown out. Nothing has really come of it. And so maybe it was the general consensus that, oh, this too, you know, shall pass. She'll go through the legal system. She'll get another slap on the wrist. and then, you know, we'll go on with the show. But yeah, it didn't work out that way this time. They said that she is going to jail for a year, and they took her immediately. She was in court dressed in all black like I am. Might have been an omen, child, because I didn't even know nothing about it. I didn't even know she was going back to court today. But I had just said yesterday that, you know, she was going soon, and we were going to see. Prosecution was not trying to let up. They was quite irritated with Karen. You could tell it in the, even though I hadn't seen no like press conferences or anything, but anything that was posted that was quoting what prosecution was saying, even the verbiage in the writing, you could tell they was annoyed. Okay. And yeah, they got exactly what they wanted. Maybe even more, because prosecution was only asking for 6 months. So the judge is the one who made the decision to give her a year. And when the judge steps in and they make that final call for you, I mean, that lets you know that they is real tired of you and your shit. Now, you know, it's very easy to be like, aha, that's what you shouldn't have been doing. And, you know, if we was all going to be 100, there has been moments where we've all probably, not all of us, you know, some of us are responsible. There's a good amount of us who have taken chances like this and drank and drove, you know, and could only thank God that we made it, you know, that we made it home. But now as we get older, you guys, we just cannot move like that. We cannot do these type of things. Nobody wants to be sitting their old ass up in nobody's jail. Nobody wants to sit their young ass up in nobody's jail. Jail is just not it. We need to try to avoid that at all costs. And so I hate this for Karen. I would be terrified if somebody told me that I had to go to jail for a year. Y'all already told y'all, I'm telling you, I am not built for it at all. So yeah, people are saying, you know, they don't feel sorry for her, but they do feel sorry for Uncle Jessup. You know, dealing with an addict and the things that people do, you know, it is tough on the spouse. So that is unfortunate. But, you know, Uncle Jessup will be fine. But what an eye-opener. What an eye-opener. Oh, child, I did not think they was going to get that woman that long. Ooh, 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 ooh. I wonder what the ladies from Real Housewives of Potomac are going to do on the show. I wonder if they are, you know, now that it is like, this is like real shit now. This real life shit. This ain't no for entertainment, blown up and all of that. Sensationalized. This is real life. You know, are they going to have any sympathy on Karen, or are they still going to give her the blues when she come back to the show? Because people are trying to figure out if Andy is going to keep her on the show. If Andy knew what was best for him in his show, and the viewing and the ratings of the show, he would keep her ass at least for another season. You know, she's going to be in jail for a year, they're saying. So she probably going to miss this next season of Potomac, but the season after that, she'll be back. And they would exploit that storyline of her drinking and driving and going to rehab and all of that as much as they can. Hell, they might even be able to get the cameras down there to the jailhouse 1 or 2 days. You know, just so we can get an inside behind the scenes look of what Karen is up to, you know, for these next 365 days or so. I sure do hate that for Karen. I do still love Karen. But, you know, sometimes we just got to learn a lesson. Even at our big grown age, sometimes we just have to learn a lesson, and we just have to realize that with all the chances that we've been given, we need to be thankful for those and just let those be, instead of still pushing the envelope and trying to do shit over and over and over again when you knew you shouldn't have been doing it in the first place, you know. So yeah, Karen is gonna be fine. Karen is gonna be fine. It's just gonna take an adjustment, but I know that I know that stomach, the bubble guts, the stress, I know it got to be something else to know that you got to be in jail for a whole fucking year. You about to miss the damn holidays, birthdays, you know, her show. She not gonna be on her show, but she gonna miss time with her family. I just hate it for her. I hate it for her. But what can you do, child? Anyway, I was like, I'm gonna have to get up here and do a Top of the Blogs extra. I probably wouldn't have done it had it been Somebody is pulling in the parking space next to me. I probably wouldn't have done this had it not been the end of the month. But I need all my little extra coins. So let me go on and do this. And just as a side note, y'all, I'm watching Paradise, binge watching it today, and loving it. So I can tell you 100% if this show goes to season 2, I will definitely be reviewing it. We're going to have a Hulu lineup, y'all. We got Reasonable Doubt. Now we're going to be having Paradise as well. But yeah, anyway, back to Karen though, y'all. I just hope that she can hold her head up and make, turn it into, when you get lemons, what shall we do? Make lemonade, right? So hopefully she uses this time in her life, which has got to be a pretty low time in her life, for her, to her advantage. And hopefully she's able to navigate it well, and that, we see her on free soil very, very soon. But yeah, it does make me sad, for real. Even though we was laughing, I really just try to laugh through things, but it is very sad to know that this woman is headed to jail, child. Boy, Uncle Jessup would look like he gonna be on his own. I'm sure his kids, will be around to help and all, but I know that Uncle Jessup probably was like, what the fuck? How ironic is it that he was in tax trouble? He didn't end up in jail. Karen ended up in jail. Oh, it's terrible, y'all. It's terrible. I hate to see it. Anyway, y'all, that's it. Y'all just let me know what you think about it. I just wanted to make sure that I went on record letting you guys know that Karen Huger has been found guilty. Well, she was already found guilty, but she was sentenced today. She was given 2 years, 1 year suspended, 5 years probation. Okay? All right. I'm going to get on off of here. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars.